Farmers Delight adds a range of new food, workstations and mechanics to Minecraft, and many other mod creators have adapted some food from other mods to Farmers Delight due to its user friendliness. Not only this, others have made their own adaptation to use alongside the main mod by adding more recipes and food. If you watched my previous video on Farmers Delight, link in the description by the way, you can see how easy and fun this mod can be, which is why it's one of the best food mods out there. So, without further ado, let's get into 15 fantastic add-ons for Farmers Delight. Number 1 today is Undergarden Delight, and this adds compatibility between Farmers Delight and the Undergarden mod. In summary, to get to the Undergarden you must first build a 3x4 portal made out of stone bricks and then place a catalyst in the middle to activate the portal. This place has a naturally dark atmosphere to keep you on the edge, but some materials that you find in there can be used in the Farmers Delight mod. As in the name, the Undergarden has tons of plants and wild crops that can be harvested and taken back into the overworld. Some of these crops and materials you can gather are gloom gourd, droop fruit, underbean, blisterberry and more. A new buff can also be given by some of the new foods that you can create, including Voluent Resistance, which makes you resistant to the Voluent debuff, and Gooey, which will make you travel as fast as a snail. There are new knife variants as well as crates and cabinet types also, so make sure to craft these to help manage your storage and decorate your builds. Second on our list is the Nether Delights mod, which is probably one of the most popular add-ons for Farmers Delight, and I can certainly see why. The way this was made fits very well with Farmers Delight, and hell, I actually remember playing this thinking it was actually a part of the main mod. As like most of these, it does add a ton of new food into Minecraft, including my favourite, the stuffed hoglin. Machetes are new types of tools that can be used in Nether's Delights, that are more powerful than knives and can act the same way by giving you the new type of meat from certain animals, like ham from pigs. You can also use a machete on a hoglin to get hoglin hide, which is also used in a range of new recipes such as stuffed hoglin, and even a hoglin trophy to gaze upon, knowing you've defeated this god-awful and annoying monster of a mob. This next add-on is the Twilight's Flavor and Delights mod, which makes the Farmers Delight mod compatible with the Twilight Forest mod. You can also use Neapolitan and create Central Kitchen with this mod as well, but they are optional, so for this video I will only focus on the compatibility with the Twilight Forest. Among the two other mods that I have been through so far, this one has the most added items that can be made, including a range of new drinks, workstations, variants of food and more. If you have the patchouli mod installed, this can also help with how to obtain some of the new items as well, so make sure to install this and craft it with a book and torchberries. Some of the more noticeable things that are unique in this add-on is the new workstations, one of them being a fiery cooking pot that does not need a campfire beneath it to cook. This fantastic new workstation will also cook Twilight foods faster, leaving less time for you to wait. This is the same for the maze stove, as it will cook things from this add-on much quicker than normal. New and unique effects have been added, like temporal sadness, which is harmful, which makes the consumer lose attack strength and movement speed. There is also a new effect called Aurora Glowing, which will make all entities close to you have a rainbow glowing outline. As I've said, there is a lot of new and awesome stuff to check out in this add-on, so I would recommend it. Aquamirae is a mod we have showcased before on this channel, so I had to include it to show what new items have been added to make it compatible with Farmers Delight. Like most of the other mods, new variants of the knife have been added and can be crafted with the mod's materials, like echoes from the ship graveyard, fins, abyssal amethyst, and sharp bones. I love it when creators do this, as it doesn't limit them to use the vanilla materials. New foods have also been added with this add-on, and they are based on the mod's purpose, making it easier for the player to explore the mod in its entirety. Aquamirae is mainly an underwater mod, so you can create new foods like glazed grilled spinefish or spinefish alfredo to give the consumer water breathing for a decent amount of time. But if you don't want to go all fancy with proper meals, you can create small snacks easily, like spinefish roll or an angled kebab. The choice is completely up to you. Now, this mod has probably the most items from a singular add-on in this video so far, and this is from Fruits Delight. This great mod adds a range of different foods, in case you hadn't guessed, with new trees, saplings, food, jams, drinks, almost everything. The good thing about this add-on is that you only need Farmers Delight, so all of this can be gathered in your world without any other mods needed, apart from this one of course. I love this add-on as it does give you a feel as if it is straight out of the main mod of Farmers Delight, which is why it's a must to install it as well. As I've said, you can create new food different to the type of food in Farmers Delight, like different types of jam, such as mango, lemon, fig, kiwi, and jello, as well as so many different flavours. Along with these amazing new foods, new effects have also been added to include sliding, which makes you travel the speed as if you're on ice when travelling in a boat, digestion, which turns any overflowing nutrition into saturation, recovering, which makes the consumer immune to wither and poison for a short time, and so many more. This mod creator also made the Twilight Flavors and Delights mod, so they have some experience across the whole Farmers Delight field. This mod was created by one of my favourite mod creators, 32, as well as another creator by the name of Axed Gaming, so you know it's going to be a good one. This add-on adds a bunch of new items for Farmer's Delight based around materials gathered from the end. This isn't a massive add-on as it only gives a few extra items, but it's great for those people who don't want massive mods alongside Farmer's Delights. An end stove can be created from this mod and acts very much like a regular stove, but it's great because it adds another variant if you're bored of the normal one. Some mobs can also drop more items when killed with a knife, including Enderman Sight, which is obtained from an Enderman, Mite Crust, obtained from an Endermite, and Shulk and Mollusk, obtained from killing a Shulker. You can also get a new effect called Ender Phasing, whereby when you are hit, you will teleport nearby. Honestly, give this one a go as it is super fun to play. Chef's Delight is a different kind of add-on we have compared to the rest of them today, and this makes it so that a new structure can appear in a village. Along with this new structure, 2 brand new villager types can be found here, which include the chef and the cook. These awesome new villagers will trade with you items from Farmer's Delight, and for once, they are great deals. I mean, for one I came across, you could trade 4 raw bacon for 1 emerald, which is only 2 raw pork chops cut on a cutting board. You'll be able to tell which one of the villager structures is the Farmer's Delight one, as it should have a brick chimney with smoke coming from it. If you're struggling to find a cook or a chef, it may mean that the block for the villager to choose this profession hasn't spawned in. If this is the case, or you want to have your own cook or chef, then you'll need to place a skillet for a cook or a cooking pot for a chef. The cook will sell you simple food items, whilst the chef will give you more advanced food items, like full ready meals. This is honestly an excellent and well thought mod, so make sure to include it in your add-ons for Farmer's Delight. Going back to other popular mods compatible with Farmer's Delight, Naturalist Delight adds a couple of new items into your game, with a new meal and many new foods to cook and eat. This mod creator has designed this mod to add cuttable items onto the mobs in Naturalist, giving them a bit more of a purpose. They have also made it so you can cook and eat some insects that you catch, to give yourself a quick snack whilst you're on the go. The new cuttable items can be from cattails, fish, insects, ducks, lizards, and venison. These new items can be cooked or eaten as they are to fill your hunger bar. However, if you want a really filling meal, make yourself a duck soup. This can be done in a cooking pot with a cooked duck, carrot, and 2 lettuce leaves. This will fill 6 hunger bars and saturate your hunger immensely, so you won't have to eat for a while afterwards. Again, this isn't a very big add-on, but is a nice little one for people who don't want to steer too far away from the original mods. This is another quite small mod for Farmer's Delight, and this is Storage Delight. From my Farmer's Delight video, I showed many different variants of the cabinets in Farmer's Delight. However, that is all they were, just many different variants of a simple cabinet design. This add-on brings a range of new types of storage with many different variants. This can be used for storage, although they don't have much more space than the cabinet from Farmer's Delight, but there are so many more to choose from, including drawers with a bookcase, glass, doors, and more. What is quite good is that you don't need loads of materials to create these new blocks, so you can have them as pure decoration if you would like. All different variants of the blocks are the same as the cabinets in the main mod from Farmer's Delight, so it isn't missing any. It is a great mod to decorate your cooking area or kitchen, and it is one of the best, which is why I've included it in this video. If you're looking for more food or workstations, then this may not be the mod for you, but if you're looking to expand your building creativity, have a go with this mod. Now, this mod is another one of the most popular mods that can be added alongside Farmer's Delight, and this is called Delightful. This is a great add-on for all those players who want to use all the other add-ons I've mentioned in this video so far, as it adds new types of food from loads of different mods. It's like the mother of all compatible mods for Farmer's Delight, as it uses materials from Oh the Biomes You'll Go, Biomes of Plenty, Twilight Forest, Ecologics, Create, Neapolitan, and so much more. There are loads of new knife variants from all across different mods like Botania, the Undergarden, the Ether, and loads more. But they do have their own unique items to bring to this mod, like some new foods such as cactus flesh and steak, cheeseburgers, marshmallow on a stick, and quite a few more. New blocks have also been added, including mini melons, a quartz and basalt cabinet, acorn stacks, and a cantaloupe. Animal fat and oil are also new items which have been added in and can be used on a furnace to refill its fuel instantly, as you can burn the animal oil bottles for fuel. Like I said, this has so many more compatible mods if you don't want to install all the ones I previously mentioned separately, so make sure to check out their CurseForge page to see all the compatible mods. Oob's Delight adds a variety of new Filipino-inspired foods to Farmer's Delight to give more of a variety. There are tons of new drinks, dishes, feasts, ingredients, and so much more. There are also a couple of mod integrations for this, like eating animation mod, supplementaries, better combat, and some more. A brand new tool and workstation has also been added in, known as the rolling pin and the baking mat. The rolling pin is a great tool that can be crafted from wood, iron, gold, diamond, and even netherite. This is then used on the baking mat, which gives you new ways to create already existing recipes, as well as new ones. The way you do this is great, as you need to place down all your ingredients onto the baking mat, and then simply use a rolling pin on them to give you your new food. However, for some of the ingredients you put on the baking mat, you may need to use a rolling pin more than once to get your end result. It is a really cool and new way to use Farmer's Delight and a brilliant addition. This next add-on adds a bunch of compatibility to Oh the Biomes We've Gone to Farmer's Delight. Many of the items found in Oh the Biomes We've Gone can now be used for recipes that utilizes the Farmer's Delight workstations. This mod creator also made the Naturalist Delight mod as well, so they are good at making these kind of mods. Oh the Biomes We've Gone adds lots of different types of food found in the wild, like green apples, baobab fruit, blueberries, and more. These can be made into really hunger-filling and saturating meals. Let's take the baobab pie for example. This meal can fill 6 hunger bars, yet saturate you for ages. Cattail soup is another one which is easily made with 2 cattail sprouts and brown mushrooms to fill you up 5 hunger bars and saturate your hunger for as long. The main reason they probably have so much fill with these new meals is that your world is full of brand new biomes where only some of the ingredients will spawn, so it can balance it depending on how lucky you are at finding certain foods. Mineral Delight is a bit of another unique add-on for Farmer's Delight, as it gives you the ability to make certain metals and materials into food. Now, doing this will grant you amazing buffs and benefits. A lot of these are very easily made, so make sure you give it a go if you want an advantage. They also utilize some of the workstations in a different way compared to other add-ons, like using a pickaxe on an amethyst on a cutting board to create amethyst powder. As I've said, this mod does give you great buffs when you consume this food, as well as fill your hunger and saturation. If you eat an amethyst item, you'll gain the effect of brilliance, whereby you will gain experience when you land a critical hit. When eating something made with gold, you will gain absorption. There are a couple more effects which you can discover when you check this mod out for yourselves. Another massive add-on for Farmer's Delight is Croptopia Delight, whereby it makes all the Croptopia foods and ingredients compatible with Farmer's Delight. So many items can be made, and again, give great hunger and saturation benefits. This mod adds many more ways in which you can create foods within the Croptopia mod, making your experience more efficient, whilst also giving it a real natural feel, as if you're playing like a new update from Farmer's Delight. The cooking pod from Farmer's Delight has many new recipes for you to try, like cheese, jams, tofu and dumplings, french fries. There are just so many new choices. There are also awesome new ways to create Farmer's Delight foods, like using new veg to create vegetable noodles, ratatouille, hot cocoa, and a couple more. Now, Farmer's Delight doesn't steal all the thunder here, because Croptopia is a great mod on its own, with its own tools that you can use to create food, like the frying pan, its own cooking pot, and all-purpose food prep. But Farmer's Delight adds that little bit more of a choice for when you want to create your favourite meals, which is what I love about all these mods being compatible with Farmer's Delight. Today's last mod is called Decoration Delight, Refurbished. Unlike the other add-ons I've gone through, you can actually play this mod on its own and doesn't need Farmer's Delight to play. However, in its mod description, it does say that it's best to use it with Farmer's Delight, as it is inspired by it, so of course I'm going to add it on this list. As you could have guessed from the name of the mod, it's another decoration type mod, to go alongside Farmer's Delight. Decoration Delight Refurbished is great for decorating your Farmer's Delight area in your build, as it gives a great vibe on how your kitchen could look, with the new tiled flooring, new countertops, and stools to really spice up the way your work surface looks, and even give yourself a trash bin to throw away any unwanted items. Your choices are endless. This mod is accepting new ideas for new ways you can decorate your builds. For example, a sink was added in due to it being suggested, and it is a great way to fill out buckets and water bottles, so make sure to go give it some love and support with this mod, as it is a really nice one. There are so many more mods out there that are compatible with Farmer's Delight, but let me know down below if you do have any that you think are also great additions to Farmer's Delight. These are the ones I picked out, as they are both big and small mods, ready for any player to download and have tons of fun with. As we move away from these delightful set of mods, we now look at the revival of one of the greatest mods of all times, the Ether. If you want to see the full showcase of Farmer's Delight, make sure to click the video on the screen now and see if it inspires you to download it.